Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing great, great, great. So today what we're going to talk about is manifesting and time, right? Manifesting what you want versus what we call time. So I've been getting a lot of emails, and one particular question that been really coming to me is, a lot of emails, and they say, Mark, can you talk about the 17-second rule? I've been focusing and I've been doing a 17 seconds manifestation, and I've been just, it's like nothing's happening, but I try to time myself to do 17 seconds. And am I manifesting correct? Is this true? Do things manifest in 17 seconds? Is it true that if I hold a thought for 17 seconds, that it creates and it would manifest in the universe? The answer is no. Matter of fact, if you're doing the 17-second thing, you're actually miscreating. You're not even manifesting. You're pushing away what you want from you. Whoa! How does this guy know this stuff? I mean, what's the proof of this? How can you tell me this? It's been known that 17 seconds, a lot of the community and everyone has been talking about 17 seconds. So what do you have to show that this is not correct? I have a couple things. And most importantly, I have science and physics and how your mind and how reality and how time works. So let me show you how it works. So nothing ever manifests in 17 seconds. The truth is, everything manifests right now. Time is an illusion. It's a concept. Your mind, or your subconscious mind that does creation, doesn't know what 17 seconds is. A matter of fact, if you're doing 17 seconds, you're creating resistance. You're not even focusing on your desires. You know why? Because you're focusing on the 17 seconds. You may think, okay, I'm thinking about my desires. Okay, 17 seconds. What's your dominant attention? 17 seconds. So you're not even on what you want. So you're going to create resistance because your mind now is thinking about 17 seconds. I have to stay for 17 seconds. I have to visualize for 17 seconds. Maybe let me try to hold my thought for 17 seconds, and then I'm going to get what I want. See? So you have to stop that. Everybody got to stop that. We manifest right now. The change can be like this, because remember, it's your subconscious mind that does the creating force. In that part of the mind, there's no such thing as causality or time. There's no such thing as a linear system that runs back and forth. Everything is all simultaneous. So that means seconds, minutes, hours does not exist. All that is coming from your intellect mind. So you don't have to do 17 seconds. You just visualize, just focus, and then when you feel something, or when you know that, okay, I got the image, your mind and the body will tell you. But if you're looking at a conceptual 17 seconds, you're actually pushing away what you want. So that's an incorrect form there. So you must basically stop it, all right? So let's show you now how to correctly do this and how that works with your mind and your creation force. All right. So you have to understand that, so there's two things going on at the same time, all right? So you have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind, and they're both interacting in the same space and time, but they're in different dimensions. For example, your conscious mind is in what we call a linear structure of time that we invent. So we made that up as human beings to make sense. So your mind will always be time oriented. That's not real. It's something we made up just to make sense. That's important. It's not real. When I mean it's not real, I'm speaking about the creative force, which is in your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind works with your emotions, feelings, and sound, voice. Speaking things out repetitively will affect your subconscious mind. So time does not exist there. As again, there's no such thing as a second, minute, an hour. So what you want to understand is that whenever you're creating something in your life, whenever you're visualizing a goal, never focus on time. Never focus on the longness or, am I doing it right? All you have to do is just focus on what you see and what you feel in this exact moment. That's when you are attracted and creating it. It could take 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds. It doesn't even matter because it's irrelevant. But you definitely do not want to focus when it comes to manifesting on time. Because if we focus on time, that's what we're creating. Remember now the universe works, right? Now it works, right? It works counterintuitive to how your mind has been programmed to work. So you think that if you're focusing on it or you're thinking about it, you'll get it. But it actually doesn't work that way. It actually works with what your dominant focus is. Even though you have something you want, but ask yourself, what am I really focusing on? Am I focusing on this time thing, or am I focusing on what I want? And the answer you'll find, surprisingly, is that you really focus on time because you think that's what will help you. See, your mind says, okay, we have to look at what will help us. Your mind doesn't say we have to look at what we want. It's a difference. So if you're doing a 17 seconds, your mind says we're focusing on what will help us. Your subconscious mind says focus on what you want. So 17 seconds is intellect. What you want is subconscious. Intellect, conscious, cannot create. It can only observe and interpret. Subconscious can create from infinite, from quantum molecules or particles. That's where you want to be when it comes to creating. So it takes us into an even broader aspect now of the repetitive time. So what is the time and how does it relate to our manifestation? Because we always want things to come to us, right? At certain times we see, hey man, I've been doing this for a while. I got to get my manifestation going. What's going on? There's nothing going on. I mean, if you're creating something, it's happening right now. Tomorrow can't come unless today is here. So if you put something in your head and you're visualizing it, and you're doing what I call the work, discipline, repetition, the focus, and then becoming detached, guarantee you will receive it because you're no longer in space time, so to speak. That's really the secret here that we have to get. We have to learn to train our minds to get out of this conceptual reality of time, because the thing is, when it comes to creating, must remember that it doesn't come from here. When I mean here, I'm talking about the conscious. It comes from this, your subconscious. Your subconscious just isn't in here. Your subconscious is all around you. The difference is your conscious mind is in here. Your subconscious is everywhere in the entire universe, entire dimension, the entire field of everything. That's where your subconscious is. So that's where you have to be. And where that is, time does not exist. Time is irrelevant. It is a concept, a minute, an hour. Matter of fact, it doesn't even know your age, it doesn't know any of that. Subconscious mind doesn't know that you're 21, 31, 51, 61. It doesn't know any of that. It doesn't care because it's not programmed for that. And that's also a big tip to let you know that the things we make up are just irrelevant to make sense to us. It's like we make up this game to play. So we make up our own rules in reality. But those rules don't work with what we call the nature of reality, the true essence of how things work. And this is where a lot of people meet up a lot of resistance, and this is where a lot of people meet failure, because they're using made-up rules from human construct to create something that is infinitely more complex than the made-up rules can understand. So we use our made-up rules in our mind, which is time is one of them, and we try to use it to create something on the etheric or the spiritual, but that's a whole nother ball game, whole nother dimension. Some of you are just learning this thing. Some of you may know, some of you are maybe more advanced in spiritual workings and how the mind and the subconscious work, which is great. But many individuals aren't. This is new stuff to a lot of people, right? We're entering this age of Aquarius where there's new knowledge, information. So a lot of you guys may be new to all this. So you want to learn how to really work so you can put it in practice in your life, right? You don't want to be miscreating. So always remember that in our conscious mind is a made-up game. It's a made-up construct to make sense of our physical world, right? But also remember that we create what we call the physical world from our subconscious or from our higher mind, our higher self. So it comes into our physical world. So the physical world you see is just the effect, and the cause is coming from a deeper aspect. It's coming from your subconscious or higher mind. Now, from the subconscious, you go into a higher level. You have your higher self. Whoa, whole nother ball game. That's a part of you that's actually talking to you right now and communicating with you as we speak. So that's something I want you to understand. So whenever it comes to creating and you want to manifest anything, don't focus on any time. Don't focus on the 17 seconds. If you're doing the 17 seconds, that's where your dominant vibration is on 17 seconds. That's what you're going to manifest, 17 seconds, which is nothing as you learn, because time to your subconscious doesn't exist. So there's no such thing as a thought for 17 seconds. As a matter of fact, everything happens now. The minute you think of something, boom, it's created in the etheric. So there's no seconds. Instant. If you close your eyes right now and think of something you want, boom, it's created somewhere. It's just in a different coordinate. It's right there right now. So that's all you need to focus on. I know your mind will try to tell you and try to crop you and say, but you know, it looks like it's time. That's an illusion. It's just look like a concept. It make it something to make you think it's real, because cycles of sun, dark, light, etc., etc. So there you have it, guys. So now you know a big point that you must focus on. Don't focus on any seconds or focus on any time when you manifest it. Just focus on how it feels. And as I'm speaking here, I got these birds. These ducks always come up here. So maybe I can show you to them. Here you go. The geese and the duck. Nature is connected. See, it can sense everything. So everything is all connected as one. So always remember that. So when you focus on something, you will instantly manifest it. All right. Thanks, guys.